Eco Innovation Center. Thank you for awesome ideas you are bringing to reality. Thank you for part of new businesses here and there. I don't want to eat into my time, but I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the team members for putting in. Thank you. All right, so let's go because of my time. We want to just say by way of introduction, my name is Remi Dairo. I'm married to a very beautiful looking young lady. Okay, she's not here, but she's saying like greetings, Kemi. Remi Dairo is the name of my wife, and she's saying hello to you too. All right, productivity is not just a career for me. Productivity is a way of life. So it's the purpose. The purpose of my life is my career. It's what I do. I love to do it. I preach it. I coach it. I train it. I consult it. I go around the world talking about one message: productivity, productivity, productivity. So I have two organizations. One is Institute of Productivity and Business Innovation Management, IPBM, and we have Survey World Consult that focuses on productivity of organizations by finding out on the website, on our website, and Google those names. You're going to find them out. All right. So the productivity journey has taken me around organizations, and I'm showing you not because I want to really show all over the world. I was the major speak. I was the only black, only African, only Nigerian, of course, who spoke at the World Productivity Congress in 2016, Bahrain. So we are experts all over the world on productivity gathered together. I was one of the people that spoke, from this part of the world. All right, I've done some state government, Compass University of Legon, Ghana, Total, Amnesty, and Nimet, Diamond Bank, First Bank, GTB, FCMB, Access Bank, Lafarge, Lekki Trade Zone, Faith Foundation, University of Cambridge, Domino's, Microsoft, Alcatel, Etisalat, and many organizations that cannot, be taken here on my slide. What am I trying to say? I'm saying some of the things I've learned from this organization, some of them I've learned from this of my clients, some of them I'll be sharing with you, and I'm sure it's going to be very, very value adding to you at this time. So once again, my name is Remi Dairo. So let's start this way. What is productivity? So let's go to the chat room. Whatever you think productivity is, drop it there. What do you think productivity is? I am in the chat room already, checking out the first 2-3 answers. All right, then we'll move on. What is your own definition? So if they ask you what is productivity, what will you write? What will you put down? Quickly, one go. Let's go. What is productivity? It's an interactive class, so I'm waiting to have a comment in the chat room. What is productivity? What comes to your mind when you hear the word productivity? Anybody there? Okay, somebody is writing something. All right. I want more answers. Okay. Okay. Remi Dairo said it's resolved for time. Thank you. Yes. Can you say productivity is being able to produce and produce a product in a unique way? Fantastic. Thank you. Okay. Can I have one more? All right. I know we have a bit of output of activity. Thank you. Aliyu. You are stealing my notes. I hope you are not checking my notes, right? Okay. Goje said achieving set targets effectively and efficiently. Fantastic. All right. So let me go. Productivity, in my definition, is a very funny one. I'm sure you don't forget in a long time. Productivity is a complex word from two simple words. What would that be? Productivity is a complex word. Now, what would those two simple words be? Two words defines productivity. So productivity is a complex word of those two words. What are those words? Fastest finger. Somebody might get a gift. Oh, good. Okay, good. We just said product and activity. Thank you. Product and activity. Thank you. It's a funny definition. I'm going to explain it. Now, when you go, thank you. If you go socially or go under the bridge, or you go to computer village, you see everybody with activity. Everybody is moving. Ask them, how did today go? They'll say, oh, we just try. So productivity is activity that leads to product or service or value or something you can exchange. All right, let me come again. Productivity is a product as a result of some activity. So when those activity comes in place, they must result to a product. Then we can say productivity is here. So productivity is a product. It can be tangible, it can be intangible. A marketing is productivity. A co-innovation center is productivity, but you might not be able to touch a co-innovation center as it were, but it's a product, it's a service as a result of some activity. All right. So anytime people go to work and they're full of activity and you cannot find a product or a value or service being rendered, then productivity is not done. Productivity does not equal activity does not equal productivity. You can be full of activity and you lack productivity. Why? You are just full of activity, but at the end of the day, we cannot touch or relate or connect or exchange your value. So anytime value cannot be exchanged, anytime money cannot be exchanged for something, and then somebody's asking for, oh, can't you see what I've been doing? I've been jumping around. I've been moving around. From Lekki, I moved back to Ikeja. From Ikeja, I traveled to America. I came back to Abuja. I will not ask you, at the end of all this activity, what now happened? I just try. That means activity without a product or service or value is a game of futility. Activity that does not result to product is a game of futility. Therefore, I want to warn us here today, this evening, that activity does not equal productivity. And productivity is a product, service, value, concepts, valuable, exchangeable as a result of tangible activity. Okay, so let's go to the next question. What is technology? So we can say we are looking at definition of terms. So we are taking productivity. We are taking technology now. So what is technology? Who is very fast? I'm sure there are many tech guys in the house. So what would technology be? What is technology? Fastest finger, technology is what? Who is fast to give me the answer of technology? What will you consider as technology? What would you define as definition of technology? Is anybody? Call my time. Are you all hearing me? Are you there? Who can write anything? What is technology? Technology is one, leverage. Technology is science, predictability. Technology is expansion. Technology is taking something to the next level with a particular device or with creation of something that empowers that to happen. Because sometimes it is not the phones, the laptops, the fans, the TV, or even things that you see that you call technology. That's technology. Technology has started a long time ago. It's just that it gives leverage. It gives advantage. Okay, ways of doing things without hustle. Thank you. I like that worker. Leverage, result, pay. That's it. Technology is just giving something the leverage with creation, because sometimes are not the tangible tools. Creation of things, tangible and tangible, that makes that support happen. I'm just giving a layman language now so I can understand. Okay, technology means digital. Yeah, digital can also mean digital, means achieving the. Not all technology are digital, all right? But technology also can also mean digital. Fantastic, because digital also is a tool. It's a leverage that can leverage on to do or something. So let's go on. Let's go because of my time. All right. So the next slide is saying our topic today, which I'm asked to focus on, is leveraging technology for increased workplace productivity. How do you leverage technology and increase your productivity? How do you leverage technology How do you leverage things that have been created? Tools, systems, digital. I mean, different dimensions of technology. Leverage that for you to increase your productivity. And I must thank for creating a hub opportunity for us to for people to bring their concept, bring their ideas, and turning those technology to marketable products where people can take this product and turn it around and use those tools and use those resources, and then before you know, productivity is being achieved. All right. So let's go to the next slide. All right. There are countless apps for productivity in the workplace. And you'll be surprised that what you call technology today has taken, a different shape. And you can have results of different kinds because there are have done a lot of stuff for you so that you can leverage on it to increase your productivity. All right. And if you go on search engine and find productivity apps or apps that increase workplace productivity, you find a lot. Okay, there's Messenger, Gmail, Google Chrome, Google Outlook, Microsoft, Google Drive. I mean, a lot today. So even if you take Google products, Google package on its own, they are all productivity technology inclined apps that can increase your productivity. All right. So I mean, it's everywhere on your phone, on your laptops, on your palmtops, on your iPad, on your TV. Technology has come to upgrade, to increase, to catalyze your productivity. So I must establish that what you are looking for is not far away. If you're using Yahoo Mail, you're using Gmail, you're using Messenger, you're using Microsoft Outlook, you're using, Google Drive, you have Google Doc, a lot. Dropbox, a lot of them. They are waiting for you, sleeping, waiting for you to download. And many of those apps are free. Many of those apps are available for free for you to download and start to use immediately. There's Slack. It's also a productivity tool for team. Zoom that we're using today. Zoom is a productivity tool that can be used to connect. Okay, Google Meet for staffs. They can have their meetings. Okay, there are many, countless apps, countless technology that is already set in place in our generation, in our time, to increase your productivity. And when your productivity is increased, then aggregate productivity of the organization increases. All right. So quickly, I'll take you through the 7 ways to leverage technology for your productivity. So when you increase your productivity, I increase my productivity with technology, then corporately, the organization increases in productivity capacity. So you are the one that the organization is waiting for. You are the reason why the organization, is striving or not thriving. If you are backward with technology, you cannot go far in this, in this new productivity. And let me quickly say this: productivity is no more about hard work, sweat. Productivity today is about smart work. So you don't need to sweat anymore. You don't need to struggle or hustle as it were. You can sit down in the comfort of your house, in the comfort of your room, in the comfort of any corner of the world. When there is internet, technology, phone or laptop or palm top or something or iPad, I tell you, you can reach the world. Your productivity can be increased. I remember I had to go and see my mom a few months ago, and then I was there in our country home, and then immediately I had opportunity of connecting to the internet. Pow! I was already communicating with the United States of America. I was communicating with the UK. I was posting stuff on social media, and people were sharing it. And I was telling them, this is where I am, this is what's going on here, these are the principles of productivity, and I'm sharing that from the village. But you know what? Technology made that happen. My phone, the data I have, the internet, and the content I have to deliver. Okay, so I'm going to share with you quickly on how do you leverage on technology for your productivity. Please, if I'm 10 minutes away, let me know so that I don't take more of your time, because I could do this for a whole day, right? The first thing, or the first law, or the first observation, or the first thing I need to know, the first principle I need to take away is technology amplifies. Technology amplifies, therefore be loaded with global content. Technology can amplify you. I was a boy few years ago, many years ago, born in one corner of Abeokuta, Ogun State. And then I went to school, primary school, but secondary school. I went to University of Ibadan. I started out here in those states. I came back, working somewhere in Abuja, came back to Lagos, doing some stuff online. But you know what? I connected to a group online called Productivity Future. And I was sharing content with them. I was not wasting the content that I have. I was sharing global content from a local perspective. I just say, yeah. So you must have a global content, but from your local perspective. There's nothing wrong. You can be local in your perspective, or you can be local in your content, but you must have an overview, a global overview. Technology can amplify your foolishness. Technology can amplify your wisdom. Technology can amplify your unseriousness. Your technology can amplify your stupidity. Therefore, technology must be used well. What do you need to do? Be loaded with data. When I say data, I mean content. And this content must be globally positioned. So many of us, we have our phones, and when you bring the phone, you say, hey, my friend, see me, nothing wrong with social media. So look at me, look at my bum. I'm just going out now. Oh, today is Sunday, go to church. Today is Wednesday. Oh, today is Friday. And you are just posting things that are not relevant. The world is looking at you. So after I joined the group on LinkedIn, the Core Productivity Future, I joined the group on LinkedIn. I was pushing my content. I was sharing global content. I was sharing my perspective from African perspective. I was invited 2 years after to speak at the World Confederation of Productivity Science global platform, where everybody in the world, send experts of productivity experts. And I was the only black man, only after what brought me out? Technology. Technology can amplify your foolishness, amplify your wisdom. Technology can amplify what you carry. So I used to say this: those who have data, internet, those who have data, internet, who do not have matter, content, they will not be matter in life. Those who have internet, so you have data, yes, you have 1,005 data, 1,000 data, 200 data, even 1,500 data. You can do social media, but you matter. You don't have to deliver to the world. When you do a post, nobody cares. You will not matter where people are thinking global thoughts. They just say, stray away, leave that person, move to the next one. So if you must be able to use technology well, you must be globally minded with content that the world is waiting for. So when I'm talking about content, solution, products, moves, stuff that you are doing in the corner of your at the corner part of the world. But you know what? As you are doing that, you are reaching the world. You are reaching the world. When you have technology, think of data, which is the content that you have within you, right? That's the next part two. Technology expires. And that's why please guys, update your phone, update your iPad, update your system, update your laptop. Technology expires. Update. Don't use yesterday technology mindset to run today. No. In the workplace, you must be able to increase your capacity by updating yourself. Update. Take enough time to update. Take enough time to find out what is the latest update in this app I'm using. What's the latest update in this phone I'm using? What's the latest update in this laptop I'm using? What's the latest update in this? I mean, everything you use, try to find. In fact, automatically, some apps, they update. You know, you connect to the internet, they update. I still know some people who are still using the old Microsoft 1980, or probably, I mean, I don't know, those 1990, whatever Microsoft. But Microsoft have come up with an updated version. They've moved. So if you must move to the next level in your workplace, you must be able to update, because technology also expires. In fact, they have expiring dates. And today's world, they are updating almost every second, almost every minute, updating. So you must also be updated and know exactly what's going on around your world, right? Okay, number 3, I'm going to 7. But paid technology gives more, therefore you must invest in it. When you pay for, when you get free apps, you get free downloads. Yeah, they give you some results, they achieve some little things for you. But you know what? When you upgrade and you pay, you get more options, you get more opportunities, you get more things to be done. Therefore, I will advise you, invest in upgrading. Invest in technology upgrade. Buy the latest. Get the latest app. Pay for the premium app. You know, there's a particular app I used to do for my recording. Okay, so the free version, you do your recording, you go away, but you cannot write your name there. You cannot save it. I mean, outside that box, and then probably you're gonna have a logo, watermark in there. But it was not good enough for me. So I paid for the full version 1 year, and I was able to do everything with that app, and I'm enjoying it more than somebody who's using a free app. Therefore, paid technology gives more option, gives more opportunity. Invest in it. Many times we invest in the people in our organization. We don't invest in technology. Bad enough. Oh, we send them for training. Oh, we send our staff for retreat. We send our staff for enjoyment. Oh, we send them to school. Oh, we send them for next whatever program. But we are not upgrading their system. We are not upgrading their tools. We are not investing in technology. So I want to warn CEOs here. You must be able to know how to invest in technology as you're investing in the people. Invest in the system too, all right? Number 4, technology keeps changing. You have to learn, relearn, and unlearn. There was a time we are using, that's technology. There's a time we are using the kind of camera called digital camera. But there's even a particular time you have to wind the camera. Things are changing fast. We have moved from typewriter to laptop. We have moved from laptop to iPad or pad. We have moved from that to phone. In fact, I was in a conference in Canada, and then the speaker said, in 50 years' time, we will not be carrying phones anymore. We'll be having phones in us. On your palm, it will be, your SIM will be, I don't know how to explain this. Your SIM will be in you, right? So you want to check something, whatever, you don't need to carry, probably you just need to do oyela. And then, oh, let me check my mail. Okay, let me check. No. I mean, if you guys Google productivity 2025, Google it. Google productivity 2050. You will see how the world is moving. So you carry big phone, and lecturer said, the facilitator said, at that time we'll have bigger data. You can have 1 trillion or 50 trillion, I don't know, 50 trillion capacity contacts. In your SIM, inside your body, or somewhere very, very minute, you might not even see it. But when you want to do, all you need to do is just to, connect to a particular device available, probably your TV or probably your walls, and then before you know, and then you can now begin to check my mail, and then your walls can become a screen. You can Google and find out productivity 2050. Check it out. Productivity 2030. Check it out. Check it out. You see what I'm saying. So at that time, productivity of the world will have moved to the next level that you will not be touching phones anymore. You might just be just check your wristwatch, and you do that, and then you just push your wristwatch, push that that device. Oh, and then you blow it, open. And you can see your contact, you can see your mail, you can see, you can do all sorts of things. You can talk to your wristwatch. You can, it's crazy. So technology keeps changing. What do you need to do? Learn fast. Relearn. And then unlearn the old things you know. When I was growing up, my dad had a typewriter, so he was teaching us how to use typewriter. And that was the thing I learned. So when I started using laptop, I wanted to bring the typewriter model. This is not working. I have to unlearn it. I have to unlearn the typewriter model so I can operate in the new model of laptop. In fact, today's laptop is not more the laptop the laptop today is just like a book. Open it, it becomes laptop. Close it, it becomes iPad. And then probably you can even compress it, it becomes phone. So what I was talking about. And if you can compress it more, it becomes your wristwatch or something. So you must keep learning. You must relearn new things, and you must not be old. Never be old for technology. You have to unlearn the old things you have learned, and then be at par with the latest technology. Hope you are learning something. Number 5, there are countless opportunities all over the world. There are countless opportunities. Microsoft team. I was having a meeting with them. They are saying the future of education will not be classroom, teacher and classroom anymore. So students can say, oh, they are teaching us mathematics, and I don't understand what they are teaching us. And I said, where is my friend in Wyke is West Africa, right? Where is my friend in Ghana? Kwesi, how are they teaching in this topic? And the Kwesi will also connect. Oh, this was done. And then they are having live interaction in the classroom. So your board, what do you call the blackboard will become the global phase of interaction. Students can go to the blackboard, so to say, it's not blackboard, it's going to be like a white screen. And students can touch or wave at their friends in Canada, in Australia, and they can have assignments. They can have projects. So you don't need to travel out to attend Harvard, so to say. You can collaborate with Harvard students through that technology. You can collaborate. So some of us have great ideas. Don't die with your ideas. Collaborate. Technology has made it easier. There are people I have not met in my life, but we have met online and we have become so close friends. They've sent me money. I've sent them stuff. There's been a trust over time. Why? Collaboration. And let me quickly warn you, what they taught us in school of covering our books, that was for school. When you're writing an exam, cover your books. Don't let your neighbor look at your book. That was for school. That was for that level. For this level, you open your book, let your neighbor see what are you doing there. Who's what I'm doing? How can we collaborate? How can we work together? Because if you go alone, you will go little. If you go together, you will go further. So when you hear my profile, one of the things that happened to me during COVID was starting an e-commerce, a smart for profit. I am not a technologist, but I'm an idea person. I'm a work. I found somebody who can create, who's a programmer. I found somebody who can give me what I was looking for. So I collaborated with the person, and then we formed a company. We started a product. We collaborated through technology. I have partners in America. I have partners in India. I have partners in UK. I have partners in Australia. Just that is not so you must be ready to make mistakes. You must be ready to burn your fingers sometimes because we go to talking about blockchain industry. Oh, they ate my money. Oh, Bitcoin going up, coming down. Oh, that technology, I can't trust it. But you know what? Somebody needs to do some mistake. Somebody to test run something. Somebody to dare something. Somebody to make something happen. And I tell you, when you make such a product, it will not be a perfect thing at the time. Somebody was selling a product to me yesterday in Lekki, and was telling me about a new virtual office assistant, online. And he was telling me about, and he said, Mr. Remi, I want your organization to come and join us, so that we can use it on our better BAT, our better face. At least if you do on a mistake, we can beg you. That app didn't work very well. Sorry, that code, we need to recode it. Oh, that's the better state. So better state is when you are just test running. You are trying it out with few organizations. So don't say you have to be perfect before you come up with the best thing. Test run it. Do mistake. Dare to do more. Dare to try more. And the more you try, the more your productivity increases. The more you take steps, the more opportunity you see. And let me quickly say this. Anybody who is technology inclined organization will be a leader naturally. Because they will call him, come and see this thing, you can't download it, come and see this app. But if you are the one that knows it, they will call you. And let me quickly say something. They don't sack somebody who have value organization. You become unsackable if you have value. What value should you have? Value of technology. Value of technology addition. Value of technology value adding. Value of mistakes, failure, achievement. Failure, do mistake. You cannot create awesome product if you don't do mistake. Therefore, you must be able to know how to move to the next level, even when you are at your level, do mistakes, and you move to the next level. Finally, technology is ever evolving. You must be futuristic. Technology is ever evolving. You must be thinking the future. What will be the future of your work? What will be the future of your industry? You must be the one that will go there. What will be the future of education? Go there. What will be the future of banking? Go there. Be the one that will be there. Who are they asking? They were asking Elon Musk. They were saying that, how do you come about this idea? He said, no. He said, we went ahead of the world, waiting for the world there. There's something. I remember I've forgotten that product. So they were saying that, why did you come up with it? What happened to you to think this way? So no, we saw it and we waited for the world. So you must be the one to wait for the world. In your department, wait for your department there. Wait for your organization. Wait for your organization. Go ahead of them. Go and learn something. And there are countless things you can learn on YouTube. There are countless things you can learn free of charge online. So guys, I must tell you, to wrap it up now, that your productivity can be sustained, can grow, can be lifted through technology. But you must not be deceived by the 21 lies of productivity. In my new book that I wrote, that if you need a copy, you can drop that. I can send that to you with a little discount. All right. And one of the lies of productivity is about hard work. It is a lie. Productivity is all about somebody who is old, who has worked and retired. Then they can younger in secondary school. Today in the US, they are creating apps. In Japan, young boys are the computer game you guys are using today was created by small boys. So don't ever wait for perfection. Don't ever wait for somebody to say well done or hold your hair and say well done. No, You must step out and make history. And Africa is open for technology. Africa is green for technology. Nigeria is ready. The federal government is supporting. The office of the vice president is supporting technology. Lagos State is supporting technology. Eko Innovation Center is set for technology. What are you waiting for? So you either be a of technology or a founder of technology, or what again? Encourager of technology. I mean, that's motivation. So you must find where am I playing? So if you can be a developer or a programmer, you can be a supporter. You can be an idealist. You can be somebody who supports, who gives ideas to those who code. Those who are coding, what would they code if there are no ideas? So as you are coding, also be thinking, I need somebody who's an idealist person. Okay? If you're an idea person, go and look for coders. Go and look for developers. Okay, you have a developer, you have somebody who have idea, you might have the money. You might be a founder. Okay, you can play in that part. You can become a founder of those who are thinking, those who are developing, and those who are, and then you can also be a motivator or a platform where you are saying everybody who is thinking, everybody who is creating, everybody who is funding, everybody who is doing whatever, come to my platform. I give you global visibility. That's it. Global visibility. You can also play in that world, play in that part of giving visibility to technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, because of my time, I hope with these few words of mine, I'm able to convince you and not to confuse you that technology can increase your productivity. Let me give all my time. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I mean, that was explosive. It kept going on like a roller coaster and kept going on and going on and going on. But I do hope that all of us who have logged in across all our various platforms, from Facebook to those of us on Zoom and those on the YouTube, I hope you've gotten something out of this session. We will take questions now. Again, I encourage you, please feel free to quickly go into the chat room and drop in your questions. Let's know what you think. Let's see what you want to clarify with technology expert. But a few things I saw, and I think this is big for me, and it's the biggest takeaway. It's what actually are the core ingredients of productivity. And if I hear him well, it means it's not about the effort. I see quite a lot of us. I happen to be able to lead a team of people, and most times when we do reviews, I hear so much is about the effort, is about the activity, and so but it's calling out clearly here. And I think if there's anything we should take away from here, as a people, as a community, as tech engineers, as tech players, as ecosystem players, is the fact that productivity is not just about activity. There must be value exchange. There must be value we're putting on the table. And I think hearing that from Remi really brings, it's like hitting the nail with the hammer. It's hitting the nail on the head with the hammer. In this part of the world, we celebrate a lot of activity. We celebrate a lot of effort, but we are not very output-based. We're not very outcome-based. And I think the biggest takeout that I have gotten, and of course you have the right to share what's all your takeouts in the chat room, and let's make it interactive, is the fact that it's not just about the activity. It's about, is there a product, is there value? It's not about, and I can boldly tell you that's why Eko Innovation Center is not so big on incubation, where we have only ideation. We want people who have moved from MVP and then you want to commercialize. Don't just do a lot of talking. Let's make sure the talking is backed by action. And I think that is big. We need to begin to make sure our organizations, our activities, the KPIs of our people, it's around milestones, and those milestones should be outcome-based, not about effort, not about showing up at work. It's about outcome-based, and outcome is always about value. And I think that was quite instructive. Thank you very much, Remi. That was quite, and of course, there was the issue about don't get obsolete, okay? And I think for quite a number of us, we need to be careful not to get obsolete, because if you are not very careful, you will come to find out that after a matter of time, you notice that what you are building, what you are developing, the technology that you seem to be working with has evolved, has moved. And I think we in this part of the world needs to make sure we're very, very globally minded. Like you had said, there are people that are building legacy products that the whole world has moved away from. You are just beginning to develop those things. And we need to be careful. We already have missed out in the industrial age. We have missed out in all the previous ages. We cannot afford to miss out in this information age. And the only way is to make sure we're globally minded and we're aware of what's happening globally. Do not build legacy things that nobody's going to use. Do not build a product that before you launch into the market is already expired. Update yourself. And I was just taking the notes on those things. Update yourself. How updated are you? How updated are you? And you need to make sure that to a large extent you are very, very globally minded. Stop playing the local ostrich. The challenge we have today is that yes, we meet industrial age, when information age, we're supposed to give a level platform, but that age is also very dynamic and is moving fast. So if we are not doing catch up, if we're not quickly updating ourselves and improving and picking up on the new pace, we'll be developing things that are already archaic, that are legacy, that the world has moved away from. I know people are still in the fundamental of coding when when the world is already going to the world of AI and blockchain and machine learning and building those things. And when we talk blockchain, all everybody's talking about is cryptocurrency. It's just that's one application of technology. Are we deploying it in all the other spheres? Who are those learning this technology? Or are we just learning the basics of how to even write coding from infrastructure? So those are, I think, critical things that I took out from this session, and I think I found it very explosive. And of course, I can boldly say, Remi, thank you for that. We all have learned one or two things we can take back to our organization. A quick one is around this issue of health. And I think Gozie Udemba had said something, and I wanted to find out if, Remi, have you seen any direct correlation between the health, the energy of the health of a people and their productivity? Is there any proven correlation? Is there any proven analysis that shows a direct relationship, indirect a correlation between the health of a people, good health, and productivity?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for health, there's a particular session I did on health and productivity. For productivity to be to go to the next level, you need to be in a well-being, a particular state. So, and there are 3 levels of well-being. There's an emotional well-being, when you are healthy emotionally. So if you are jealous, if you are a jealous kind of person, you are anger, you are angry, you step on toes. You are always, you have mood swing. It will affect your productivity. If you don't know how to manage your emotion, it will affect your. So that is a part of it. Number 2 is mental health. Some of us will work and work and work and work, and then our brain shut down, and we still keep working. Is it because you want to beat the record? Somebody says did 18 hours. I want to do 18 hours too. You know your brain is off. So the next day you are off. So mentally, you are just in the office. You are not working. And let me quickly say something. You can be at workplace and not working. You can be at workplace and work is not done. Being in the workplace does not mean you are working. It means you are appearing. Appearing at work does not mean productivity. Appearing at work means potential to work. So if you're at work, say I should come. I'm here. My brain is stuck. I don't know my brain is stuck. Emotionally, I'm not okay, but I'm there. And it's okay. Have you signed in? I've signed in. So signing in does not mean productivity. You can sign in and sign out by 5 o'clock and work is not done. What you are doing is moving around, talking around. In fact, having meetings does not mean productivity. You can be having meetings and there's no productivity. From meeting to another meeting to another meeting to another meeting. In fact, sometimes Zoom meetings might be unproductive meetings. So you must find out, what exactly do I want to achieve? What am I looking for? This meeting, what do I want to bring out of it? So what do I want to generate? So those questions must be first before you go into those meetings. Let me go there. So number 3 kind of health part is physically. If your body is paining you, you're having headache, your neck is paining you, back pain, leg pain, your productivity will be reduced. Therefore, emotionally, mentally, physically, you must be alert. So exercises, doing exercise in the morning, preparing your mind, preparing your mind, or sometimes go on holiday. Sometimes productivity is doing nothing.
Wow.
Sometimes productivity is you are not doing anything. You are just alone. especially for those who are in the innovation space. It is not about jumping around. In fact, you don't get great ideas jumping around. And Lagos can be very stressful. If I go to the island one day, that's the end, that is the end of work. Because to come back, travel. So what am I trying to say? Sometimes you need to shut down, weekend, shut down, or travel, go somewhere, or go to a camp, or find somewhere. Just go there. No laptop, no nothing, just sleep, wake up, and have a note and pen. You'll be most productive without laptop sometimes. Sometimes without your phone for hours, drop your phone somewhere. No Instagram, no social media, no Facebook. All you're doing is rest your brain. Because sometimes those things you hear on Facebook, on social media, they affect your mind and they keep you unhealthy. If you listen to Nigerian news every morning, it can affect your productivity. You hear kidnapping, you hear killing, you hear police, you hear this one. You get to work, you're like, oh God. So be careful of what enters into your mind. Be careful of what you see with your eyes. Be careful of what's your mouth. Those are the windows to your soul. And your soul is the key center of your productivity. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Mental productivity, I took that out. Okay. And quite a number of people, I think mental health and mental wellness are critical ingredients to, I think, for productivity and overall well-being. I mean, what's the most, finally, it's this case that you have everything in that you must make sure is well protected, is the horse, that is the suitcase that helps you stay in this part of the world. You need to make sure that suitcase is well, or that space suit. If not, if you have issues around it, then all your dreams and aspirations get damaged. But I love a couple of things you said. I think social media, if you're not very careful, can actually rob people of productivity. I think it has a very high stick effect. You jump into Instagram and all that, you'll be there for 30, 40 minutes, 1 hour, and your time is gone. And I think for tech people who are always on the system, it's a big temptation. That's one thing I made sure I didn't do. Have your Facebook and all those chatting platforms on your work too. As messages are coming in, you are getting distracted. In the long run, you put in long hours, very little to show for it. At your place of work, you begin to look as if there's favoritism and all that. But it's finally, like you said, productivity is about outcome, output, not number of hours. Okay? And I think that's where they crafted the concept of it's not about working hard, it's about working smart. So if you're going to put in 2-3 hours, maybe you use 2-3 hours of productive, tangible work. And I think he's saying that, yes, you should shut down once in a while. Mental fatigue, emotional fatigue, physical fatigue. Don't just show up. Be sensitive to your body and to your emotions. When you are well rested, I think productivity is a lot better. And most startups, I know you are dealing with a lot of pressures. When you have, as a startup, you find that there's a lot of moving parts. You are chasing developers, you are chasing tech people, then developers there, you have one UI, UX, one is full stack, one is front end, one is back end, one is mobile, one is. So when you are dealing with all those stakeholders and your product man, it's possible. Then, like you said, all the beautiful news that comes out of Nigeria. And the fact that it says, do not judge us with security, although your money has gone for security. You put all that together, you get depressed. You can't afford it. Why? At the end, when you tell people, this is what I produced by putting social number of hours, they begin to judge you, not remembering that you heard the news or you didn't rest, and you begin to have issues. So I think there are some critical points that he's brought out there, and we should listen to them. How do we maximize productivity of employees when they are emotionally unstable? Wonderful. Hey, I was thinking of rounding up, but I think this is critical. When I have not only employees, what if I have colleagues that are emotionally unstable? How do I maximize their productivity? Mr. Productivity, please tell us how.
Well, what you need to do is to have a coach, either internally or externally, or you pick few people, because one of the organizations at this COVID, pre-COVID, post-COVID, and all that, people have a lot of emotional challenges, unstable emotions. So what we do is we come in and then we take them on one-on-one, and then sometimes you send them to us to take them through emotional therapy, because you cannot handle emotions. So sometimes you need to send them to a coach or send them for therapy, send them to a place where they can be taken care of, which sometimes we do that. And then you can also give them a break. Give them a break. Sometimes they're not unstable because their head too is scattered. They are thinking so many things on their head, and then you're also putting your own pressure. I need to get this result. Get the result out for me. I don't care how you feel. You must also care how they feel. When you see an unstable emotional staff, take time, cut him or her out of work, get him, sit down with him or her, ask him questions, ask her questions. If you know you cannot handle such a person, send them to professionals who can do a kind of therapy, kind of coaching to find out all the challenges and then take them one step after the other. That's why I advise leaders to become a coach, to have a coaching skill to help your staff when they are going through stuff like this.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I agree with him. Identify and help them get help. I mean, I manage quite a sizable number of people as a team, and I've done that for close to 15 years. And I can boldly tell you that as a leader of men, as a leader of people, you are not only responsible for their physical productivity, their emotional well-being and mental state is yours, okay? You are responsible for the total total well-being of employees. So, and yes, you will have to deal with emotionally unstable people. People will bring the baggages of home, of work, of relationships, of the country. In fact, people are angry with the nation, the employer pays for it. It's part of it. That's what you signed up for as an employer of labor. And the reason is simple. They spend more hours at work than any other place, especially in a place like Lagos. And in so many other key cities in the world, people spend more hours at the workplace than any other place. So if they spend more hours, all the emotional baggages of what they are dealing with needs to come there. As leaders, our emotional quotient and mental bandwidth needs to increase. And when we see situations and circumstances beyond your capacity to deal with, seek help for them, seek coaching for them, organize retreats, bring counselors, bring speakers, make sure they have one-on-one, because your most important asset is your people. You are strong and as weak as your people, and your productivity as an organization is tied to the productivity of the individual people that make up the team. So you've got no choice. Okay, I hope that helps Mary Ann Ogochukwu about unstable people. The 9 to 5 regular work schedule, how best do we manage people within this work time frame to maximize productivity? Very difficult, in my opinion. It's more around KPIs, but I think Remi has something to say about that just before we round up. I know we're on the hour. What do you think? This 9 to 5, people are not productive. What should we do?
Set goals. There must be goals for the week, goals for the day, goals for the month, goals for the year. KPI, how far have we gone? Where are we now? Where are you now? Then you can. So if you're not there, warning. If you're not there, warning. If you're not there, warning, then you know that you are almost out. So 9 to 5 or anytime, whatever it is, what are we doing this week? What are we doing this month? What are we doing in 2 weeks? What are we achieving? Let that be goal. KPI. Then we cannot measure. Productivity is measurable. We can measure in line with what we said we will do. You can measure. Sometimes I ask my staff, what will you do? This is what we want to achieve. What will you do this week? And so I will do this. Okay, write it down. So come back to me on Wednesday. What have you done? Okay, check yourself on Friday. What have you done this week that you said you will do on Monday? So
fantastic. It's about measurement. Whatever you do not measure does not get done. And as leaders, our key job, I know we do a lot of running around, raising the money, getting things done and all that. As leaders, we do a lot of that. You are dealing with a lot of moving parts, but you must be disciplined enough to set KPIs and delivery for people. When there are no goals, when there are no KPIs, when there are no rules, people can't do anything. So the best way to get productivity, remember now we moved away from work-life balance. It's about life balance. There's Zoom, there's tech, there's working from home, working offline, working online. So the basic thing now is no longer about 9 to 5. Work is no longer 9 to 5. The world of COVID has moved work away from 9 to 5 to now become outcome-based. So you can be sleeping till 12 noon, but you can do your work till 8, 9 p.m. Anyway, you're working virtually. So it's more about now productivity. If you're a leader of people and you have not set clear-cut KPIs and goals and achievements and milestones and time frame for them, then you are the one that is guilty. And you are the one that needs to be held responsible if your team is not productive. Thank you very much, Remi. I know if we go on and on, and on. We will keep you here until the hour of 7. But I think our people are quite busy. They've turned up every Thursday in the last 55 episodes. This is the 56th one. They have kept faith with us, and we want to have a lot of respect for their time and to get them to do other things. And therefore, for every listener and everyone who is on the platform, from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram to LinkedIn and of course to Zoom, we want to appreciate you guys for turning up again. And we do hope that this session again, where we brought in another thought leader and another subject matter expert, Remi has been able to add value to you. And I hope you, just like myself, you've taken one or two things that can take you closer to the journey, that has better equipped you to move you from a state of just concept to being able to commercialize all your ideas and your intentions, to move you from just talking effort, talking dreams, to things that are tangible and things that are very productive, and move you away from somebody doing just activity to someone that is having activity that has value at the end. And I thank you very much. Again, you can see all our recordings of the last 55 episodes, and this one will also be up tomorrow by noon. And all you have to do is just go to the website www.ecoicenter.com/webinar, and you will find all of it there. Feel free to study, to download, to read, to immerse yourself on these thoughts and topics from the minds and the hearts of leaders and subject matter experts that we think will be relevant to you on the journey to being successful. Thank you very much. And this is Techbiz again, coming from you from Eco Innovation Center, 50 Awolowo Road, Ikoyi. It's an accelerator with very strong focus on civic tech and minded about helping organizations move from concept to commercialization. My name remains Victor Benga Folabi, the founder of Eco Innovation Center and the host of Techbiz. Thank you for keeping the day with us, and see you next week, where we'll bring another subject matter expert talking about people and organizational effectiveness. Adetutu Folabi will be speaking with you. Do make sure you keep a day with us, 5 p.m. next week, Thursday. You join us 22nd of July, Thursday, 5 p.m. And I can tell you it's going to be another exclusive session. Do have a great evening. Thank you, everyone, and have a great evening. Great weekend ahead. Thank you.